All right, we are going to dive into major triads over the next couple of weeks. As we know, a major triad is the 1, the 3, and the 5 of the scale. In C, if we look at the C scale just on the B string, 1, 2, 3, so that's 1 and 3, and then 3, 4, 5. So the major triad is 1, 3, 5. Okay, so let's just play the major triad on the B string. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 3, 4. Great. Now, as we know, we have different places to play the same note on the guitar on the different strings. So C, we can also play here. Same pitch, different string. We can also play it here. We can also play it up here and up here, wherever that is. So we're going to play it right here, okay? And then we're going to put our first finger and then use the E and the G on the B string. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, now we're going to put this G on the first string. So we have C, E, G. We've been playing an arpeggio, a broken chord, but now we're going to play them together. And there's our C triad, C, E, G. And that's in root position, meaning the C is the lowest note. That's root position. Okay, now as we just did on the second string where we play the arpeggio, the broken chord, if we do that on each of the strings, right? Now here we're starting on the G. That gives us, we move each of these notes to the next chord tone. The root will go to the third, which is the E. The E, the third, goes to the fifth, which is G, and the fifth goes to the root, which is C, giving us our C major triad in its first inversion, the third in the bass. So let's play these two chords together. Try to visualize the chord you're going to play. Right now I'm thinking about this chord. I'm visualizing first inversion. Back to root, inversion. Okay, another good exercise with that is to break up the chord. Any combination of, do that as well. Let them ring out. Or put different rhythms to it. You know, apply them to some kind of musical context. Okay, now if we take this one step further and we put the E note now, goes to the G, right? The third goes to the fifth. The fifth goes to the root. And the root goes to the third, giving us, right, which is like your open D chord only in the C inversion. And that's the C major triad in its second inversion, the fifth in the bass. Okay, so let's play those 3 chords. We'll get a little metronome going as well. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Root. First inversion. Second inversion. A very useful technique for rhythm guitar is to slide into it using the lower neighbor. Another thing you can do is to, again, application I think is very important right off the bat. You can use some scale notes. Hear that? That's the triad going up the scale, the 6th, the major 7th. The way we create some, musical lines. You see that? Based on your major triads. Okay, now let's take it to the next set of strings, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. Okay, let's look at this now, continuing in the key of C, although this is where it gets a little tricky because we're not going to start in the lowest point with the root inversion. But we're going to put the C here on the 10th fret. Okay, we've played it on the 2nd fret, the 5th fret, now the 8th fret. There's the 3rd, we've played that, and that inversion, and the 5th. What we're doing really is displacing the octave with this high C down to the low C. All right, we're playing that. Now we put it in the low, making it the root inversion. Okay, once again, if we move up the neck using the, up to the next chord tone concept, 3rd, 3rd goes to 5th, 5th goes to root. That gives us this triad. Now we're getting high up on the neck, so we're going to bring it down 12 frets, which gives us our open C chord, basically starting on the E note. Okay, if we continue that pattern, E goes to G, G goes to C, C goes to E. There's your C triad in its 2nd inversion. And then we move it up again to the root inversion. So this one we're going to start with the 1st inversion, then the 2nd inversion, then the root inversion, and back down. And once again we can use different notes for the more advanced players who know these already, start to make some musical context with it. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1st inversion C, 2nd inversion, and root inversion. Slide in scale tones. Okay, now check this out. Instead of this C, let's go to that one. Okay, it's the same notes. This is the beauty of the guitar, is the different textures. See, that's a little more fuller because of the thicker strings. This is a little more trebly because of the metal strings, and there's even more mid-range. So same chord, different textures. So we'll go from here to there, to there, to there, and to there. Okay? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Next set of strings. All the way up. All the way up. Back down. Okay, stop right there. Let's put this chord now on the first, second, and third strings. Right? It's this D chord, only down 2 frets, and also part of, most of us, one of our first chords we learn is this one. Right? So now we're going to go okay, let's try that. 2, 3, 4. Let's do that one more time. Okay, stop right there. Let's put it back on the middle 3 and then go down. Okay, so let's start here and go back down. 3, 4, oh, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to move to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th strings using the same methodology here. Root, 3rd, and 5th. As if we move up, there's the 3rd, now we play our arpeggio on the 4th string. And that gives us, there's your first inversion, and now your 3rd inversion, which is part of the big bar chord, just 3 notes picked out, the triad. Right, E, G, and C, and then C, E, and G. Let's try that a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Visualize the next chord. Visualize the next chord and move. Visualize the next chord and move. Some picking patterns out of it. Okay, stop right there. Let's just be aware that this is that, is also that. Same chord, different string sets, different sounds. Depending on what song, what mood, different options. That's the beauty of the guitar. Okay, so now let's go here, 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 and here. So we're going to move on the triad, first inversion, triad root inversion, triad 5th in the bass, 2nd inversion again, back down to the 1st inversion here. Okay, so once again. Okay, let's give a little slower here so we can have a little more time to think. 2, 3, 4. Now we're in position, root position, first inversion, second inversion. To the root. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. We'll descend. Stop right there. Just want you to note that that's the same as that chord. Same as that one. Okay, start here and keep descending. 3, 4. Okay, now let's stop there. Okay, if we displace this C one octave lower, there is your first your root position triad on the lowest strings. Same as that one. Only 2 options for this chord. Those 2. So we can essentially, in what I'd like you to work on with these triads, is really look at all the ways see that? Or you can go, you see that? The simple triads. And these are what we eventually use as positions when we're playing solos, melody. Really is based around these triads. Now, if you want to take it one step even a little further here, is if you take any of these inversions, the way we did the arpeggios, coming up with our versions, use the scale and play 3 C scales at once, starting on different notes. This is the way we come up with chord melody, positions. Alright, so let's look at this now, and we'll finish it off with playing it from lowest sets of string. If we go down, the lowest C inversion triad is right here. Right, as your C, E, and G. It's your C triad in the second inversion. That moves up to this. Up to this, which is the same as this, only on the lower strings. Start of a chord melody arrangement for all of me, right there, right? So let's play these inversions now, 4 beats each on the lowest strings. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Now we're going to take it all the way up, however you want to go. We're going to go all the way up to the high C. going. Any string set you want. I'm just picking one. And descend. I'll descend a different way than I ascended. And to the lowest. Good, nice sounding chord. Right, so it's important to know these inversions on all the sets of the strings, and this is a great start. And we'll continue, and we'll see you in improv class.